This video is designed to go over the end of round progress report that we will be sending to you at the end of each round. Of course, our program lasts for 12 rounds, so you will get this report at the end of each round. It's designed to provide important information about how the information that's currently on your credit report fits into the 5 categories of the FICO scoring model. And of course, it's our goal to improve all of those categories to quickly and dramatically increase your credit score. So I want to encourage you to review this information at the end of each round when we send it to you, and use it as a reference of what we need to do moving forward. Now, when you first get the report, you are going to see a number of different things. Here's a little introduction as far as what this report is designed to do. It's going to tell you what round you're in, which is important. That's also going to repeat that information here, that this report, this end of round progress report, is for round 3. Moving down the report a little bit, there's also going to be a link here for this video. So you must have clicked the link to get to this video. But anytime you need to review this video, you will be able to click this link and see it. The first section of the report is the progress report summary, and this provides summary information. This section here is going to tell you how many items that have been deleted. This is also going to give you an overall credit grade, and this overall credit grade is an average of the credit grades for the 5 categories of the FICO scoring model. And also it's going to give you your credit report, your credit score, the last time we pulled your credit report at the end of this round. Okay. Now, our credit scores are divided into 5 categories. This is called the FICO scoring model, and you probably heard that phrase from us many times because we're always talking about the FICO scoring model. The FICO scoring model is how our credit scores are developed. And our goal is to improve all the 5 categories of the FICO scoring model in a strategic manner, and this is going to cause an increase to your credit score. So what you'll see here is you will see a grade of all the 5 categories of the FICO scoring model: payment history, revolving debt ratio, age of file, mix of credit, and inquiries. You will see the percentage, which is the percentage that these impact your credit score up to 100%, and then you will see the grade in each one of these categories, and this is the summary. As you move down the report, you are going to see information for each section. This first section is the payment history section. You will see your grade for the payment history section, and then you'll see a description of what type of information on your credit report is included in this section. Basically, in the payment history category, this is going to contain information that has to do with payment. So any derogatory items that are on your credit report are going to impact this particular category. And also any open accounts that you're making on-time payments on will positively impact this category. So the first thing that you'll see is you will see our progress with getting the negative items off your credit report. So you'll see the total negative items divided up by credit bureau, the total number of items that we've gotten deleted or repaired, and then you'll see the percentages. Okay, so of course, as we get the negative items off, we are alleviating the negative pressure in this category to the payment history category by getting negative items off. That's going to cause your score to go up. Now, this next section in this category has to do with open accounts. It's important to have open accounts on your credit report and making on-time payments. All the open accounts you have when you make an on-time payment, it positively impacts the payment history category. So we're going to list here the number of open accounts that you have, and we're going to list if you have open accounts with positive payment histories, and if you have late payments on open accounts. Of course, late payments on open accounts will really hurt your credit score. And then you'll see recommendations depending upon the the current condition of this category, you're going to see recommendations on what you should do in general to improve your credit profile in this category. The second category is revolving debt ratio. Revolving accounts or credit card accounts. So you will see your grade for this category. Of course, this grade is an evaluation of the information currently on your credit report. And we want to get these grades up. If you're a C or D or an F right now, just like when you were in school, we want to get that up to an A. Once you get A's in all the categories, you will be in a position to have a high credit score. Now, this is going to ask, do you have open credit cards? Do you have major credit cards? Do you have retail credit cards? Yes or no? And this is going to tell you your the percentages of the cards that you have with high balances. Anything over 30% utilization is a balance that's too high. We encourage you to keep your credit card balances at 10% or less, and this gives you the maximum positive influence in this category. But if you have credit card balances that are 30% or above, then we consider that to be high balances. This here is going to give you your overall debt ratio, the average debt ratio of all your credit cards. Once again, we want this to be at 10% or below, but you really need to keep it at 30% or below, so this category is not hurting your credit score. And then once again, you'll have our recommendations as far as what needs to be done in this category. The next category is average age of file, which is 15% of your score. Once again, you'll see your grade, you'll see a description, and then you'll see your age of file in these three areas. The age of your newest file, which means how long ago was your newest file opened. The age of your oldest file, how long ago was that file open, and then your average age of all your open accounts. In these categories, older is always better. Your average age of file, if it's 7 years or greater, that's a good position to be in. If your oldest file is 7 years or greater, that's a good position to be in as well. And by the way, these are months, so that's 12 months, 60 months, 35 months. These are months, okay? And then once again, we'll have recommendations. On your mix of credit, which is 10% of our credit score, you'll see a description here, and then a couple of questions. And this is evaluating, do you have a good mix of credit? Ideally, you want to have 4 different types of accounts open. There are 2 types of revolving accounts or credit cards. Those are bank revolving accounts and retail revolving accounts. A bank revolving account is a major credit card. A retail revolving account is a department store type card. And then these are the different types of installment loans. So do you have, and then it's just going to list if you have a mortgage, auto loan, bank loan, and so forth. Okay. And then you'll have the recommendations. So in this way, you can keep track of, we can keep track of our progress in helping you to strategically add positive credit so you can have a strong mix and positively impact this category. And then the final category that goes into our credit scores is inquiries. Inquiries are 10% of our score, and this is going to give you a description of this category, and it's going to tell you how many inquiries you've had in the last 6 months and your total number of inquiries. Inquiries will stay on our credit reports for 2 years, but they really hurt within the last 6 months. So we want to keep the inquiries as low as possible. And then this section where it says credit restoration instructions, this is where we give you specific tasks on what you need to do to improve these categories, okay? For instance, we might have in here that you need to add a Capital One credit card to your credit profile to increase your mix of credit, to add another account that's positively showing a credit or a monthly payment, and those types of things. So those instructions will be listed here. Now, each one of these instructions has an associated video with it. So if you click on this link here where it says click here to view instructional videos, if we're asking you to, if we're indicating that it's a good idea to add a Capital One credit card, or we're talking about the positive benefit of having someone add you as an authorized user, you will see just one sentence here. But when you click on this link, it will take you to an entire library of videos that you can watch, which will give you more information about each one of these instructions. Okay, so I really encourage you to watch the videos and to take a look at the instructions. And then finally is the grading scale. The grading scale just gives you information about what those A's, B's, C's, D's, and F's, what they are pertaining to. And I would look through this because it also gives you a good indication of where your credit needs to be so that you can have a very strong credit profile. Okay. And then finally, I just want to say that this report is not designed to replace your monthly meetings. This report is designed to give you consistent, detailed information about what is impacting your credit score, so that instead of you not being aware of all of the elements that play a part in that 3-digit score, whatever it is, now at the end of each round, you will get a detailed analysis and report with instructions and recommendations, so that you will be completely and totally aware of what needs to be done moving forward to increase your credit score.